So before we get into this video, as a quick reminder and also warning that I will be covering some minor spoilers to do with the light novels and the mangas, mainly to give context to the topics that I will be talking about. So it's nothing insane, but it will contain some spoilers that will allude to what is going to be happening later on, but I won't go into heavy context of what those spoilers are, merely just using points from that to give context to my main point. So hopefully that makes sense. And of course, there's a big thank you to my Patreon members for supporting the channel. It helps tremendous. So again, big thank you to them. But getting into the topic itself, one thing that I've seen with a lot of people with season 2 is that a lot of people are saying that they're dropping season 2 because the revenge story is over. And to that, I would say that the anime was never built around it being of a revenge story, and I don't feel like it was really ever about revenge. It was more about the shield hero vindicating his name and showing innocence to a crime that he was accused of that he never committed. The most revenge that he ever got was giving the two individuals, the culprits, a really bad name that's going to haunt them for the rest of their lives. They have both been kind of shackled with a magic type system to stop them from doing things that they shouldn't be doing. But beyond that, or particularly of course Multi herself, so that's really as far as it goes. He didn't really do anything to them as revenge goes. The story has always been more built around him fighting the waves, leveling up, gaining power progressions, helping those around him, solving issues. There's also, you know, the other world with season 2, the divine beast issues, other diabolical villains that are trying to wreak havoc, and that involves season 1 and 2. And of course, they're going to be more later on down the track. And yes, you could talk about the 3 other cardinal heroes. They've been very much a difficult thing for the story, not been helpful, as some of us call them, the 3 useless musketeers. But they are characters that are going to be delved into at a later date, and that is kind of the spoiler there, is that yes, they're still part of the story, yes, there is major stuff to do with them, and yes, they will get their own arcs to further their story, to progress them, and to allow them to have some form of character development. I mean, it's kind of obvious because every character has been getting some form of development piece by piece by piece, and of course there are some characters that have been left out. But look at the shield hero, you look at Raftalia, there have been some character development moments that have been skipped in the anime, which I am a little bit disappointed of. But again, you can always go to the light novels or the manga to kind of get the full context of some of those. But each character has been piece by piece getting their own major plot development to help them move forward, and it is kind of Captain Obvious that the other 3 heroes will be getting those, whether they, you know, develop to being better people overall or helpful individuals. That is the question to be asked. Of course, I know the answer, but I'm not going to spoil that. But that is obvious. And there are other characters that are gonna reappear, disappear, new characters. It is a big, vast world out there with many different pieces of cogwheels moving around. We've learned is that there are other cardinal heroes in other worlds as well, so there are many other different things going on throughout the worlds, and there's politics and all that. So the story was never built around revenge. It was never built around one individual wronging the shield hero. Yes, that is one component of the story, but it was never the bulk of the story. It was just one layer. And I do feel like some people that have watched the anime have gone into this expecting it to just be purely based on revenge, and I do wonder if that is based on the fact that they haven't watched the anime properly, or they haven't watched much of it, and they're going based on words of what other people have said on social media platforms, saying, oh yeah, the story is about revenge, and then they watch a couple of episodes and they go, oh yeah, it's all about that, ignoring all the other layers to the story. And sure, you may not like those parts of the story, those layers, but again, they are part of the story itself. Not every anime or light novel or manga will appease to you individually, and that's perfectly fine. But again, I wanted to point that part of the thing out, because as far as an analysis goes, and explaining and breaking down the story itself, the light novel series, the manga and the anime has never been solely built around revenge. Sure, he has gotten some revenge, but it's not the bulk of the story. So I do question where people have gotten that perception, and I'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of this particular topic? Again, If you disagree, be civil about it. But if you have seen people talk about them believing that the story was built on revenge and they've dropped it because of that, if you have a better understanding of why these people believe that, or if you are one of those people, definitely tell me in the comment section down below why you've believed that and what got you to that conclusion. Because I would love to understand where people have built that understanding from, because I personally and many others do not believe in that. But again, difference in opinions are perfectly fine as long as they're in civil in nature on the comment section. So again, love to know your thoughts. But of course, if you like this video, hit the like button. Check out my playlist for other, of course, Shield Hero, light novel breakdowns, analysis videos, you name it, a wide variety. And of course, check out other playlists to do with Overlord. And of course, I've got some Jobless stuff coming as well. And of course, Dharmachi and Classroom of the Elite. So again, I'll see you beautiful nerds in the next video.